Hello, this is Phyllis with Toy Theater. I do communication and handle our Twitter page and our Facebook page. And I just want to show a bit about what it is that Toy Theater has to offer, some of our games, and some things that you might want to check out. First, our math page here has all of our games are included on this main page, but if you want to look more specifically, well, most of them are, I should say. Some of our manipulatives are on a separate page, but we've also have them categorized here based on specific learning topics, as well as based on grade. Our games really are geared towards kindergarten to third grade, but there also are things that might be useful for different ages. I myself teach sociology at the university level and use one of our games, Clymer, to teach my social statistics students how to understand about probability, which is a fun little game here where you have to guess, spin the spinner and guess what color you think that the is going to land on to see who can get to the top of the mountain first. One of our most popular games with kids and with teachers is our basketball game. This is Joel's favorite, our lead developer designer, who has made pretty much all of these games. And what he really likes about this game is that it is really a good way of teaching kids how to transition from addition to multiplication. And I can't believe I've gotten 3 baskets. I always flub it. I guess I'm getting better. This is like amazing. I never actually make the basket. That is usually what I do. Anyway, so with each level of the game, the baskets each get worth more and more. So they start as each basket being worth 1. So kids can either count 1, 2, 3, 4, or they can start learning about multiplication of 1 times 4 is 4. And then it keeps going on up until each ball is worth 5 points, I believe. Other games that are really popular, our earliest game that was, I believe, the first game that Joel made that sort of was the inspiration for Toy Theater was Feed Freddy, which I just think is the cutest. And here's a game really for the earliest learners where you can teach them about matching, you can teach them about attributes. Here is learning to match numbers, also counting with these little dice-like squares. I was just playing this the other day with our toddler, who's just 1.5 years, and he couldn't really do much, but he thought it was really funny that Freddy gets bigger and bigger, and you can see just how big he can get. So it's really fun and silly, kind of a game that really encourages learning for the earliest ages. Each of our games are developed specifically with curricular pedagogical goals in mind, but also at the same time with a real focus on design. So you'll see that one of our recent games, Counting Crops, for instance, is a game to help kids learn about counting, but it's also really visually appealing. So kids playing this can asks how many heads of lettuce are there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pick the number. And also because the game is designed for little kids, all of the buttons, everything is made to be really big and clear and easiest for the littlest learners to start being able to learn about how to use computers. And then it has funny sound effects, which is my favorite part of it. There we go. We also, in our art activities, have some activities that are often useful for teaching math. So we have things like Mirror, which can teach kids about symmetry, and they can play around by drawing different images and playing with color. A really popular, one of our most popular activities is Build, which I also find is useful for learning math concepts as well. Things like area, perimeter, counting. You can change in here what different objects you're going to use. Here's little farm things. You can build a pig with, here's the front half of a pig, and then here's the back half of the pig. Pretty cute. So lots of activities in there. In our classic section, lots more games. A lot of our original games are found in here, but they're all done in Flash, and so they can only be used on a PC. on a computer that can't be used on tablets or mobile devices. So we've really been working to make sure that all of our games, any newer games, and we've also transferred a lot of the older games, so that they're compatible with all mobile devices, because we know that that's really what's used in the classroom a lot more these days. So we hope that you enjoyed getting a little taste of what's on Toy Theater, that you can check out a lot of our other games. We've got many, many more. We always love hearing from teachers. We love seeing photos of what you're doing in the classroom posted to our Twitter page, to our Facebook page, or you can always also email us directly at info@toytheater.com. We would love to hear from teachers and students, or anyone who enjoys using our games. Hope you have a really lovely day.